Hello everybody and welcome to the penultimate scenario in this War of Mine. Today we have got Emilia and we have Roman. These two will be our main two for this scenario. We may pick up a couple others on the way, but that is always the way. For now though, oh, my mouse is not playing games with me today. Let's go and pick up some items. So, I'm currently playing this in the middle of playing the Cold as Hell scenario in the modded pack against all odds. So I'm kind of taking a break from that because that was a little bit, been a little bit much for me. I feel like that one was kind of stopping me from doing a whole load of stuff that, I don't know, I just kept on hitting dead ends, so I need to refresh my palette, as it were. But no, after this, we just have got the Emilia, no, not the Emilia, the Livia scenario, and then we're done. Honestly, it's insane. We've done all of the scenarios that we could possibly do in this game very, very quickly. Roman's already working hard over there, which is good. Gathering a decent amount of materials. Where are the other materials, actually? There's some stuff downstairs, which I think I'm probably needing to grab hold of. Let's go and see at these ones. Because if I can get enough stuff to make the secondary workbench, the metal workshop, then we're pretty good for the day one. Hope you guys are all doing well. And let me know what you want to see once this scenario has finished. Well, both this one and the Livia one. Because once those are done, I have to find something new. Probably do a lot more of the modded pack. Maybe drop that to 5 days a week or something. Because currently it's only 3 and this is 2. But in essence, I wanted to finish this off. I'm kind of running out of other things to do, though, in this scenario. It's one of those things that makes you feel a bit... this War of Mine only has a certain amount of things you can do, in general. And I don't want to get caught in a situation where I'm just repeating stuff I've done before. Obviously, some little bits of challenges here and there. I'll probably stream a little bit more, do some random mods. Nothing but trash, that's annoying. But we can make this now. Good. Place that right next to it and go for that. Sorry, you're going to have to be digging a lot today, Roman, but it's just quicker to do that than anything else. We also need to get over here. There's a whole load of stuff to do in terms of that, but yeah. Maybe I'll go back through and do all the stories again, because I've not done those in ages, and I'd like to try them again with a bit more of a understanding of what's going on. Could we do those in a proper playthrough? Because I think I just uploaded a kind of summary of those in the end. Maybe if I do a proper playthrough and give you the entire thing. Can we make a shovel? We can. We can also make a crowbar. I think the crowbar is actually the one thing that we need more so. Because otherwise we get stuck behind things. We can then break through some of these locations and stuff. Not very many locks in this house, I remember. Hopefully we can pick up what we need for the other bits and pieces from these other locations, though. Digging through the rubble, insane. The fact that we've not decided not to go for a shovel. But it does mean that we are able to do it. A crowbar is the one thing that actually does change things up for us. Let's break into that if we can. Now that I've unblocked that, that's fine. Making some moves upstairs as well. Well done, Emilia. We do need to get down here as well, but we have to dig through for that one. Roman's doing a good job. We're going to have Roman probably, what's the word, guard every night, and Emilia go out and scavenge until we get someone else. The only sensible real route to go for, because Roman is one of the best scavengers, and we have a gun, day one. I mean, that's insane to see that. I very rarely see that. Let's see if we can pick up any other bits and pieces up here. Maybe enough to get a shovel would be nice. I don't know how far away we were, actually, from a shovel. But there are bits and pieces here. We can run down the stairs and see. We've still got a lot of the day left, so these two are... I mean... I feel like we're getting a lot of stuff here. That's very fair. We can see how it all goes. Let's go and see if we can make a shovel. I suppose we haven't had that many components and stuff, but... Still feels like we're getting an undue amount of items, especially the gun. The gun is insane to find in the house. Probably is always a chance, but yeah. How much more do we need? We need one more component. If you run downstairs and then focus on this then. We're digging upstairs. There could be a component in that pile. That's a possible. But then afterwards we want to clear out this area. Cool. Hope you guys, yeah, are doing all right. I'm trying to do a few new games as well. You will have seen that I've uploaded Storyteller, which is quite a different energy. That would have gone up yesterday. And with that, we will be able to try a few bits more pieces. Also, it's a big good one for shorts. So I want to kind of get my reach a bit out there, but this War of Mine doesn't lend itself to shorts too much. Maybe I could try and do a few bits and pieces in shorts instead. You know, I could try some scenarios and some tutorials in 60 seconds. More of those would be something that would work, maybe. Nice. I don't think we're going to clear this place because we've not got a shovel, but that's fine. Hopefully there are some components there that we can get. The one that we need, I suppose. We're starting in an this is an interesting, like, hall, actually. Lots of weapons and things, but not so much parts to build with. But we do have enough to make a shovel, which is important. We have also got a lot of wood after that, and there's another pile of wood here, it seems. So maybe tomorrow we'll come back and be able to upgrade this workbench, then start to make some protections, and then we have the gun, and we're pretty much golden. Then we just need to think about making sure we're ready in case a winter comes through, and then we're kind of just sitting pretty. Because of course Roman is the prettiest character. No, I don't know where that came from. I was trying to find a word play on the fact that we were sitting pretty. Oh, nice. You've done that. You can run down here and do this. And then we're actually going to be almost done for the day. What do we get from here? Even more wood. Just wood in that. Go do that. No. You do that. Emilia's doing a good job there. We may actually get through most things then. Because we've still got like an hour and a half. Well, an hour. And that's now done. And that's now done. Run to that. That's going to be done down here. More food and more booze. We've got a lot of booze. Maybe we should just start a booze factory. That seems to be part of it. Maybe there is a thing that I need to do in terms of... I need to look at more mods, probably. See what other people have added. It's been longer, and I make a mod tutorial. That just makes sense. Run for that one. You run for the back one. And we'll see if we can get through all of this in today. Probably not, now that I think about it. We've got a couple more components, but that's not going to be done in time. No. Ah, almost did it. Looted gas station is a pretty solid one. So the church is also quite good. Unless I just do the church. You might have something to give away a trade. Okay, so that is actually the... that's the nice one. Then the looted gas station is where we're going. We'll grab both of those. I'm going to leave you on guard, which is nice. Neither of you have got good carrying capacity, so it doesn't really matter. We kind of just want a few more materials. Don't know why I brought that, actually. The crowbar's not useful in this location. I always forget that. Until you can get through the downstairs barricade, there's no reason to have that. Let's take that as well. Focus on parts. We want to break through here and see what we can do. Pick up maybe a little bit more food and whatnot, but good to have more components, because that's the one thing that we seem to be struggling on right now. We'll pick up what we can and keep moving. We won't go to the quiet house. It's no real reason to. Parts are nice to have, though. Maybe I'll just focus on that and just break down here and get some more stuff next time. Because if I have a saw blade, then there is worth having a... what's it called? A crowbar. It's down here. There's also some cool diamonds back here if I need them. Maybe I'll go out via the port this time. Maybe I'll actually survive till the end. I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. All of those can be fit in my inventory. Nice. This is the thing. Just gathering extra parts at this stage is always helpful. Nothing in that, though. Let's quickly have a read of this. Where are you running to? Running into the foreground for a little bit. Let's grab what was from behind here, because it may be that it's worth getting some medicine. Just in case the trader picks up tomorrow. We've got a lot of wood. Let's do that. Pull out here. And then we're going to try and find the components to fill up our stacks, and then we can head out. We'll come back here again, obviously. We won't need to bring anything next time. We won't be able to get a saw blade at that point. But in essence, we should be fine. Neither of these guys wanted to sleep last night. Lots of wood here. Is there anything in this back garden that we can normally find some parts in? Maybe another component? I mean, that's what we want. That's what we want. That feels better. We just kind of wish I could find a few more parts. Let's have a look upstairs. Obviously, there's this to break through, but it does mean that we can actually get around a bit better. Another electronic. Good. Definitely worth coming back here. I mean, if we could get a Boris. I've not played with Boris in ages. Lots of wood. I kind of do want to try another long haul at some point, but it would have to be a modded long haul. That's the 80-day challenge. When you spend your entire time smashing through it. And seeing how far you can get. Anything here? Hey, there we go. I don't think we're going to find another weapon part. But with what I've got, I feel like I've done a good job. Well done, Emilia. Day one done. Let's see how it all goes. Day 2. I don't know how difficult this scenario is meant to be. It's one of the last ones in the circle, I guess, but we'll see. We weren't raided tonight. We've got some stuff. We should go and try and build some beds today, or at least one bed. Go and finish off looking at this, because it was the last thing. We're doing okay in terms of those sorts of meds, but we don't have any other meds, really. We need a bed, and we probably need one of those too. We can make both, which is good. Bed can go up here, out of the way. Good, very good, very good. And there's some other bits and pieces. We've got a lot of weapon parts overall, and we have got that pistol actually. So let's see if we can make an oven now, because those are the two things we kind of do need. Then we need to look at how much it takes to upgrade this boy. How much is it to upgrade? We literally needed one more part. Fine, that's not too bad. We need 11 and 5 then. Let's chuck that in there. Have a nice oven in our kitchen, as we should do. Don't need to eat today. We can eat tomorrow. In essence, we're doing really well. Really, really well. Good, that's now done. You can go to bed. And then afterwards, Roman, you can kind of do some stuff. How much water do we have? We actually kind of don't have any water. That's an interesting one. That could stop us in our tracks right now. We'd have to set up a water collector relatively soon. Good. We can get some fuel. We don't need any of that, though. This upgrade also not too far away from. Is there anything else to do today? Not really. Would be nice to be able to go sleep once she wakes up, but that's kind of by the by. That's the one downside with this game, is that you couldn't make it so that you can end the day now and both of them have slept. Keeping an eye out to see if anyone comes to the door, but at the moment we're just going to wait and have these guys kind of exchange the bed once they are ready to do so. Be interesting if you could have a couple in this game, where you'd have two people sleeping in the same place. A lot of the updates they've done have been to this game. I don't think they feel like they can make a sequel, which I can kind of understand. There are some interesting things that would be interesting to add, new locations and whatnot, but it is one of those things that it's an old game now, really old game, so we can see how it all goes. Oh, I didn't realise the reflections down there you can see in the water at the bottom. You may just think I'm talking about random things at the moment, but that's because I am. You should sleep off the last night. Yeah, I wish you could, because there's a bed right there, but kind of waiting for it. Can you go out onto the balcony? No, you can't. Where does it stop? There, I can technically tell you to go there, but it'd be nice if you could have gone onto the balcony. How can I make you look forward? There we go. Nice. This is the thing, is I don't really spend too much time looking at these guys. The art style is pretty cool. Like, this looks like this is a soundproof room, isn't it? Yeah. This is where the radio is actually done. You can have a look at that and get that thing to disappear. Yep, still parts of the radio station. Very fair. I think there are other achievements I need to be getting on the... What's it called? I still haven't done all the achievements in this war of mine, is the thing. It's a bit insane to think about, but yeah, I haven't. There you go, now you go to bed. Perfect. End the day, you're feeling better. Nice. We've got the supermarket and the airport. We're gonna... Is it the danger one? Yep, we're gonna go there then, and you're gonna guard. That's fine. We want a better gun, though. We want that. We don't need to take the gun with us. We can just take both of those with us. It's worthwhile. And let's just scavenge. We'll pick up some more components while we can. But Roman is our man with the plan today. You're not alone here, are you not? The shovel to the back of the guy's head should be pretty well done. Go nice and slow. We also gets us a good morale boost, which is always lovely. Hello. Step, hit, down. I forget how good Roman is at this. But well done, Roman. You've dealt with him. She runs free. You've got a good situation here. Nice. Grab all of that, because why not? And then see what else we can find. We kind of want food, and we want to break through everywhere we can before we need to do anything else interesting. Let's run downstairs and do that right now. And then we'll send Emilia back here tomorrow to pick up other bits and pieces. I would say, where are the other... is there any other bits where we need a shovel and crowbar? Don't think so. I think this is the only spot down here. But it gives us a lot of stuff if we have it. I don't think there is a pile of rubble there in the other scenario. Maybe there isn't. Interesting. Maybe so they can get around everywhere, because otherwise they would get stuck by that. Water. More booze. More ammo. I mean, I feel like we're doing pretty much everything we can here. We need to pick up more water today, if we can find some. None of that's useful, but we're just getting so much stuff. This is a pretty solid run so far. And with that nice boost in morale, we should be able to do a lot of things. Good, very good. I don't know, maybe it's worth us trying to do a few other things, like interesting things. I just don't know if I've ever done them before. Burst through there. Nice. Grab what we can from here. More water. Always very helpful. We want to focus on water right now. It just does feel like the sensible choice. Yeah. Because we do need, I think we need 5 or maybe even 6 right now in order to get what we need from enough to get water, food for tomorrow. Thankfully, with there only being 2 of them, it's not too much of an issue. Very nice. Lots of parts here. Worth sending Emilia here tomorrow. Kind of looking for water, though. Maybe I'll drop some bullets and pick up something else, because I do need more components and things as well. Proper meds is nice. But then I'm going to be able to come back here without anything in my inventory. Maybe the bullets are worth just having. I want to find more water, but I'm not sure there is anything here. Have a run around and see what we can find. There's some food around and about. Lots of things like that. Let's run and see. Nice. More of those things. I need more water. Burst through here and see what's out here. Maybe there's just 2 more bits of water somewhere. No, lots of components and lots of wood around. Which is useful, sure, but I need more. Okay, lots of parts. This entire thing is very sensible to have all this stuff. Let's check upstairs. You don't often use that ladder, do you? Hopefully these piles should be something useful for us. Otherwise, there's lots of piles on the roof. There we go. Just need 1 more now and we're pretty much golden. Or another sort of food. Nope, more of those. All helpful. We can grab what we can. That's what we were after. You know what? Instead of that, we'll take that. This gives us something to eat tomorrow, so we don't have to worry about cooking it. Upgrading the oven would be nice as well, but that's something else that we need to think about. Check all these piles, and then Emilia can come back and grab what is useful tomorrow. Yeah. It's an interesting one. Kind of want a little bit more water if we can, but I don't think so. Probably be on the roof. But for now, we're just heading home. Well done, Roman. See what you can do. Roman is back, as we expected. All very, very nice. Day 3. Well done. We're going to see how we go. Nothing happened. We're still pretty much certain that we're okay then. You should go to bed immediately. Actually, no, you don't go to bed immediately. You come down. You're going to have to cook, aren't you? How much of things do we have? Really not much. And maybe trading would be the way to go forward. You need to start one of those. We just need 2 wood. 2 fuel, I mean. There you go. Nice, you can then run to sleep. We just need to make all this fuel. It seems like a waste of material, yes, but there's not really much else to do. Hopefully someone comes to the door and does something exciting today. That would be good for us. There you go, though. You can cook for yourself. I've done so many solo challenges that there's not really doesn't seem to be worth it going forward. So I'm not going to try that again for a while. Maybe I'll try and do some other mods. See what there is. Good, so we just kind of need to sit down and wait now. There's a secondary chair. We can never break that first chair because it's like baked into the code of arriving home sometimes. But we'll see. Cleared most of these places. Not sure what else we can do. Hey, Mr. Trader. You were kind of the person I was hoping to see today. See if we can get a whole load of components and stuff. Nice to see you. How much diff do you have? You do have a lot of stuff, actually. That's good. One of those? It won't do try harder. At what point we say yes? Okay, there. Fine. Any water? No. Deal on that. We'll go in again, though. And give you another one for the rest of them. Nice. And any water? 2 more water. Deal. We're going to go in again, though. Of course we are. Give you that. And we want as much of that as we can. And as much of that as we can. Really? That won't do. Okay, 5. Going to go in again, then. And see what else we can trade. Some of this probably is going to be good for us. Want all of that, all of that, all of that. That won't do try harder. How about another one? And that. Fine, we can have a deal. I'll take one of those as well. Good. We're not actually doing much with the booze. Chuck another one in, maybe. Maybe, yeah, that, and see if we can pick up all of that and all of that. That's helpful. Anything up here that's really helpful. Suppose I could start working on trying to get some of these. Or maybe a secondary, some of that would be nice. If I do one of those, you can give me that. And maybe one of those. Give him some things to keep happy. Deal. Thank you. Goodbye. We've done pretty well then. What else do we need to do now? We want to kind of upgrade this and then work from there, right? We should have enough to do so. 45 components now. How much is this upgrade, actually? 20 and 10. Fine. This upgrade here is all of that. How much is this one? It seems insane, I know. But I'm going to do the metal workshop. Then we can get a hatchet, and the hatchet opens us to so much, much more. And we just need to go out again tonight. In terms of other things, we are pretty solid and don't need to worry too much about other things. But, yeah. We're doing okay. We need another, like, 30 components. We need a little bit more wood. But that's the thing. We only need 3 wood now, and everything else can be components. How are you doing? And also we can start to get the saw blades. You should probably be getting up soon, right, Roman? Nice. So we can make one of these. We're so close to one of those. That opens us up to a lot more things, but for now we're not going to do it. Because we want to upgrade things like this, right? So we need another 5 of those to get that. But that's fine. As soon as we get other bits and pieces, we should be fine. I'm just going to spam components and 3 wood. That's kind of all we can do now. Please wake up, Roman. Kind of just waiting on you now. See what we can do. Focus on components and 3 more wood, or probably 4 wood. There's no point getting 3 wood, but... There we are. Back to bed you go, Emilia. And we can end the day. And then you get up again. Nice. Loads of places. The military outpost becomes available, which means we are pretty much solid this entire game. We don't need to take anything with us here. We just need components and 3 wood. And then we can pretty much be solid from episode 2 onwards. Be absolutely fine. Hey, you're there. Surprised we didn't get a morale boost, but these two probably don't get hit as much with those as we wanted to. There's the 2 of the wood we want. We just need 1 more. This woman starts to look around everything as well. Ooh. Didn't take either of those last time. That's worth having. We don't need any of that right now. I want to just fill my thing up with components and the bit of wood we need. That's the wood we need. We now just need to really focus on components. Should be upstairs, really. All of these piles should have components in. We hope. No, sometimes I'm just completely unaware of what's going on. This person will follow us around a bit creepily for a while, but that's fine. She lives next door, helps me with the groceries sometimes. Well, I'm very glad that she's okay. I don't know if that's something... I don't know why we didn't get the morale boost. Maybe we have to have waited a bit longer to hear what's going on, as opposed to just going in on it. Because that is something I just did. I just was like, you know what? No, we're going to go for it. Run across to here and grab what we can. Nice. Oh, there was a bit of water on the roof. Don't need to worry too much about it. Run across and see what else there is here. Some of this stuff must have components, right? Yeah. They all seem to just be giving me 3, but that's fine. It gives me something. That's a 4. She's also in shock, but her family's taking care of her. I'm glad she's okay, you know? Hey, more food. Do I take that? You know what? Let's treat myself and get myself some more food. Just gives us a little bit of a movement in the right direction. Although, I'm probably going to go and steal from the military outpost tomorrow, so can't do much else. For now, though, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Ta-ra.